I just got out of the gym. I filmed my accessory day lift for you guys. This is my favorite lift of the week because it incorporates a little bit of upper body, lower body, and abs. I just feel like it's a very well-rounded training day. I went ahead and did my 45 minutes of fasted cardio this morning. I went to work, had my first cath labby day, so that was exciting. Came here and did my lift, and now I'm going to go home and eat. I got to the gym today and I just wasn't really feeling it. It's not because I was physically tired or really mentally tired. I was just kind of feeling lazy. I think it's just from that time of the month, but I'm still very excited for tomorrow to be a complete rest day. I cherish those with all of my heart. I have taken 15,383 steps today. That is wild. Hope you enjoy my accessory day lift. I'll go ahead and put that in here now, and I'll see you tomorrow for check-ins. Tuesday. Happy check-in day, you guys. So I realized it's so early here, the sun hasn't come up yet, so I'm taking check-in pictures in my bathroom because my posing room lighting is not there for me right now. So I took a few in my bathroom, so hopefully my coach doesn't mind a change of scenery. But I'm still going to go in the posing room and practice my transitions, practice staying in the front pose, and practice my bikini walk. So even though Tuesday is a complete rest day for me, I'm still getting up early to really hit and practice that posing on those days. So she usually replies around 2 in the afternoon Hawaii time, so by the time I get home for dinner I should have answers as to what's happening this week. Like I said, my weight hasn't really trended down at all, but I also had my time in the month, which naturally spikes my weight up by 1 to 2 pounds. This morning I'm 113.4, which is kind of on the lower side of what I have been, so that's good news. We're 12 weeks out, so I'm definitely anticipating a macronutrient drop. Not so certain about a cardio increase, but we'll see what she has to say. So I always kind of like predicting what's going to happen because someday I want to learn how to do this on my own. So me kind of understanding my own biofeedback will make me a better coach in the future. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Alright, so those were my check-in pictures / videos from this morning. I'm off of work and my coach got back to me. So, great news, I am getting a high carb day tomorrow. I'm getting 250 grams of carbs, 125 grams of protein, and 45 grams of fat. So I am just meal prepping everything because I'm so excited. And then the rest of the week, I'm down to 150 grams of carbs, 45 grams of fat, 135 grams of protein. And in addition to that, my cardio is bumped up 5 more minutes. So instead of 45-minute sessions, it's going to be 50-minute sessions times 5. So let me show you guys what I have packed for tomorrow because I'm so excited. It's got all my favorite foods. One of the first things I have packed is a big bag of fruit. My breakfast sandwich that I have been making all week long. My normal lunch, just minus the zucchini. Then a cup of refrigerated oats with some sugar-free maple syrup. And my protein waffles. And then I'm going to have a stir fry for dinner with lots of white rice and tofu. And I'm very excited. I promised you guys earlier that I would show you what I got shipped in the mail. What I got in the mail is cookies. I will put the information up here in this corner, but I ordered from the Competitors Cookie, which you can order cookies on their Instagram. Just DM them, telling them what you want. I figure while I'm showing you guys the cookies, I also wanted to talk about how my prep this time around is vastly different from my first time prepping ever. Which, if you didn't know, you guys, I competed back in 2018. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, first cookie is this funfetti one. It's called a Don't Be a Party Pooper. And so what's in this one, it is a funfetti sugar cookie base with a golden birthday cake Oreo, stuffed with a cupcake Pop-Tart and funfetti and sprinkled buttercream. So, very fun. As a girl growing up, seeing these like little sprinkles, like that used to get me so pumped. Like, this would probably be my favorite cookie growing up, just because of the sprinkles. Next, we have, these are Better as a Bear. Their last name is Bear, and they got married, and so this cookie is kind of a representation of their wedding. It's a almond wedding cake cookie base with hints of vanilla bean and white chocolate chips, stuffed with buttercream frosting and topped with light white pearls, which I think my white pearls got melted in the Hawaiian heat when they got shipped to me, but still very excited for this cookie. Lauren said it's the best tasting one, so I ordered 2 of these ones. Next one is this cookie right here. That's some caramel drizzle on top. I believe this one is the All We Do Is Win 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 cookie. It's a brown sugar base dough stuffed with a Hershey's Gold, potato chips, and topped with caramel drizzle and pink Himalayan sea salt. So it's got that like sweet and salty flavor to it. Excited for that one. Now these 2 cookies, these last ones, it's really hard for me to tell because the chocolate is so smeared in there, but basically it's all about chocolate and peanut butter in these ones. So I believe this one's I just coconutted. It's a chocolate brownie base with peanut butter chips, stuffed with peanut butter, marshmallow fluff, coconut flakes, covered with a marshmallow coating and sealed with ganache, topped with a peanut butter cup. This one's really thick, it's really heavy, it's very, very dense. And then I believe this one's the Born and Raised. So it's a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie base stuffed with a brownie and topped with a buckeye and peanut butter chocolate drizzle. It's called Born and Raised because she's from Ohio, and as you know, the Ohio State and the Buckeyes. So yeah, these are all my cookies. Just gonna pop them back in the freezer for 12 weeks from now. So you put them away. While I'm putting them away, I'll talk to you guys. So my first prep, when it got towards peak week, I had full-on confidence that I would be able to make my own desserts, put them away, and have them for show night. That turned out to be a disaster. So I was making all of these desserts and trying my best not to like lick the spoon, or it's like I'd spill it and it'd be like all over me and I'd catch myself licking it and then wanting to taste test things. So this time around, I'm not going to make any desserts, and or if I do, they are going immediately in the freezer. So if you're competing, I do not recommend making your own desserts. I recommend ordering them from like competitors' cookies, or if you're creating brownies, there's brownie companies out there. I'm a brownie fanatic, so that's probably the first thing I'll have when I get off stage is brownie with frosting and M&Ms on top. Get that just from like the store, the bakery. First prep was back in 2018, and I made a few mistakes. The first mistake that I made was not listening to other competitors who were telling me that I was not lean enough when I was going into the show. Prior to starting my competition prep, I had worked with a coach for an entire year before we started the whole preparation process. And I had full confidence. And throughout my entire prep, I trusted every single thing, every single step, really put my heart and soul into this coach. No matter what other people, other competitors were telling me about, you need to be doing more cardio, you need to be cutting down on your carbs, what are you still doing eating all of these like desserts, I didn't really let that influence me at all, because I just had so much faith in my coach. So much faith. Like, she's not going to let me step on stage before I'm ready. That's exactly what happened. I stepped on stage and I was not lean enough, like, at all. So first time competing, I got third call-outs, and that really stung. And when I talked to the judges afterwards, their only piece of advice for me, literally all they said was, you just weren't lean enough. And I was just thinking to myself, how could that possibly be possible? Because I
had been working with a coach for an entire year before we'd even started this competition prep. So my advice is absolutely follow everything that your coach tells you, absolutely follow that, but also be a diligent, smart consumer. If you're questioning things, or if people who have competed before are telling you things, hear them out and really, just do your research when you're trying to find a coach. So that's the reason why I'm with Bare Aesthetics now, because I've just seen so much progress, with all their bikini girls, and I see the result. I'm just being a little bit more cautious this time around and really making sure that I am lean enough to finally step on that stage and actually get into first call-outs. So that was my first mistake, is always invest in a coach, do your research, make sure that they know what they're doing, make sure that they are actually preparing you in the ways that you need to be prepared in order for you to get to your goals. So those are my 2 pieces of advice. Get a good coach, and do not make your own post-show treats, because you will be tempted, you will lick the spoon, and you will accidentally end up eating all of the treats before you're supposed to step on stage, and you don't want that to happen. So that's why I ordered these cookies. So, all right. What should I dive into first? Cookies, Boston cream, Oreo ball. My third tip is just never have any expectations. Just put in the work, focus on you. Don't go on Instagram and try to find other competitors who are doing the same show as you and playing that comparison game of compare and contrast. Just don't do that. Just don't do it.